Okay. Um, we were talking about we were talking about how to move into how to journey into 2026, and I told you guys before, I said I'm gonna come online so we can talk more, and I'm here again tonight, but this time I will try to split this particular section into parts, because it's a whole lot of things. After I was done with the live in the afternoon, I had to go and do a little bit more research, and I had to pen down a lot of things, and it's a lot that I can't um, put all of them in this live video. It's going to be a lot because it's it's a discussion, like we say, and I would always say it's not going to be proper if I'm the only person talking and talking and talking the whole time. If you have a question, you can put it down or you can send me a message. And if you want me to talk about anything, you can also tell me. I can talk about anything. I am a teacher, and the whole lot of things we do is to talk and to give teaching and lessons. So we're talking about peace. So I talked about personal peace, which is one of the category of peace. We talked about personal peace, although we've not completely um, delved into personal peace, but we've been able to do a lot talking about personal peace. So I promised I was going to talk about peace in relationship, and part of the things we talked in the afternoon was to talk about giving out peace in the year 2026. And if you do not practice peace, if you do not embody peace, you can give up peace, because whatever you give outside is what you are on your inside. If you are excited, if you're happy, if you're a happy person, you just give happiness. And if you are a peaceful person, you radiate peace and you give peace. So, anyways, I would always say this is not, I am a Christian, by the way, and I thank God for that. This is not just limited to the Christian folks, it's a discussion for everyone, and you are all welcome again. So, we're going straight to our discussion today: how to maintain peace in your relationship. So, first and foremost, we need to know what peace is. It's a state of tranquility, a state of tranquility, a state of quietness, if I'll put it that way, a state of quietness without disturbance. So, that is what peace is. And relationship, let's talk about relationship. Relationship is togetherness. Relationship is a binder. What binds us together? It's a relationship. I can't say I have a relationship with myself, no, but I can say I have a relationship with somebody else, with my husband, with my brothers, with my sisters, with my parents, with my friends and family. So I can say I have a relationship with them. So now you know the difference between relationship and you know the meaning of relationship and you know the meaning of peace. So when we talk about relationship, I'm going to be talking about relationship holistically. I'm not just um I wouldn't be focusing on the love relationship per se. I'll be focusing on mutual relationship, family relationship, sexual relationship, love relationship. I'll be focusing on this area. That's why I said holistically. So I wrote a couple of things here. One way to maintain peace in a relationship is proper communication. Most of the time, we are disturbed, we have disturbances in our relationship, we have lack of peace in our relationship because we do not communicate. Communication is so important in everything we do. Share your feelings, how you feel about anything, share it. And communication is not a one-way thing. We get it. We get it wrong most of the time. Communication is not a one-way thing. Communication is a double-way thing. It's a two-way thing. It's just like an arrow. When an arrow goes this way, so this is the talker and this is the listener, and it comes this way. This becomes the talker and this becomes the listener. So communication is not just this way every single time or this way every single time. So communication is this and this together. So I wish I can put it with my two hands. It would have been easy, but I know you understand what I mean by communication, proper communication. And when you're communicating, you also need to listen. After you've communicated how you feel, your mind, you've shared your feelings with the person, it's time for you to listen. You can't keep talking every time. You can't keep talking every time. That's why we always have issues in a relationship. You want to be the one, the only person talking and talking and talking and talking the whole time. When are you going to create time to listen? When do you want to listen to your partner or to the person or to the team in which you're in a relationship with? You can't keep talking the whole time. When you communicate your thoughts, you communicate your feelings, your fears, your worry, then you have to listen to the next person. You listen to the next person. And I was teaching some time ago, somebody said, what if you're with someone who doesn't know how to communicate? I said, you need to know, you need to look for how to get that person to communicate. When people don't communicate, it means they are not actually being themselves. They're not saying what exactly, what actually they feel on their inside. Now, this question came from a married woman. She said, what if I want to communicate with my husband and he's not the type that communicates a lot? What do you do? I said, okay, that's a very brilliant question. And actually, truly, it's a very brilliant question. What do you do in that situation? Because he's your husband, you know what he likes and what he doesn't like. So, through what he likes, go through what he likes, and that's going to lead you into leading him to communicate with you. Like we know, every man, not every man, a lot of men likes football. They love to watch football. Because you want your husband to communicate with you can come in using football. When they're playing, when they're playing football, maybe like a live match or previous match, he's just watching it. And you can come in and you start your communication. I bet you see he will start communicating. To the other way or the other way around, if it's a woman who is not a good communicator, that's totally fine. But you can also get her to communicate because you know how to get her to communicate. She could be somebody who likes to watch series movies or who likes to go to the cinema. When you go to the cinema, through that event, you can start up a communication and always listen. Always listen. Don't be the type who just talk and talk the whole time and not listen. Listen to your partner, listen to your person who is talking, give attention to them while they talk, and you will see that the communication. Thank you so much, Promising Kem, for joining. Thank you so much. You will see that the communication level will increase. I was not a good communicator. I was a teacher before, but I was just this one who likes to be at the backstage. But as time goes on, I started communicating a lot, and it has really, really helped me. It has really helped me. And because I've gone through these phases in my life, it's gonna be selfish if I keep it to myself. It's better to come outside and let you guys know what's gonna help you in your relationship and all forms of relationship. There are some families where they don't even discuss with each other until it's Christmas season, which is absolutely wrong. It's that time where you just call your brother or you call your sister and you guys start talking. You just keep talking and keep discussing with each other. That's when you know each other. You know, we are at this stage in life where you don't even trust the friend you're picking up outside. You don't even trust them. But it's easy to make your brother or your sister, your cousins, your nephews, your niece, your best friend. They would really understand you. And that's going to come when and if you communicate properly with them. I know you can't force communication. That's totally fine. You can't tell me in the whole family you don't even have one person. No, you can't tell me that. So when you communicate, always listen. Listen to the other person's perspective. We are coming there. I'm going to talk about perspective because this is another thing that has brought so many chaos in relationship. We're going to talk about perspective. So I just want to take it slowly, bit by bit. It's a lot. It's really a lot. And whatever we are able to do today, we'll try to do that. And tomorrow we can continue. I'm just trying to prepare you mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, spiritually, as you journey into 2026 to prioritize your peace. And I'm discussing and saying to you how to maintain and get peace in your relationship. We've talked about personal peace before. If you've not listened, you can go back to my previous videos. They are all there. But this is really power packed. The one I'm doing right now is really power packed because I took a lot of time to do some studies. So that's for communication. Then the second thing is, like I said, the second thing is mutual respect. Now, what is mutual? Mutual is the feeling of being equal. That's the best way I can describe it. The feeling of being equal. You do not want to disrespect your partner. You do not want to disrespect the people in your team. You do not want to disrespect your colleagues. You do not want to disrespect your workers. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. You do not want to disrespect anyone. Mutual respect is that feeling of being equal. Now, you may not be equal in age. You may not be equal in size. You may not be equal in pocket. You may not be equal in experience, but that mutual respect is you taking somebody from down here and placing them here. Okay, I'm going to really break it down. Respect each other. Respect each other. Control your temper with each other and stay calm when you do not understand. When you do not understand anything, stay calm and respect each other. We are in a world, I was discussing with my mom some time ago, not long. I said, Mom, we are in the era of high level of disrespect. I said, but and this has made the world so chaotic. If we can just respect each other, the world will be a peaceful place. We will live at peace with ourselves and will live at peace with every other person around us. We do not respect each other. We don't have mutual respect. We just want to impose our law on the person. Now, this is it. When I say mutual respect and I say respect each other, bringing that person from down here to up here, the same level with you, it doesn't make you small. It makes you even more mature. Don't force your ideology on anyone. Do not force your perception on anyone. And don't think your perception is the best. Now I have two numbers that look alike. Number 6 and number 9. They look alike. Correct? Yes, correct. They look alike. 6 is to the bottom and 9 is to the top. This is how we should see life. Some of us see life like 6 and some of us see life like 9. But at the end of the day, it's doing the right thing that matters, not how you do it. Not how you do it. I know how you do it matters. Yes, it does matter. You don't need to be rude in doing it. You don't need to be arrogant in doing it. So long as you're going to achieve that result. Why do you think yours is better? Why do you think I have to listen to you and you don't have to listen to me? Why do you think your opinion should matter at every time and my opinion should be swept under the carpet or should be thrown under the box? This is the problem we always have. And that's why we always have disrespect. And that's why we lack peace in our relationship. Listen to people, which is in communication. Have mutual respect for each other. Don't, it's not every time you want to be the boss. You know what I see with relationship? When you bring people from down there up here, you're not going to force them to give you your respect. You're going to give you your respect. Yes, they are going to give you your respect because they feel respected. Okay, let me give an example. You are a leader in a team. This is a scenario. So I always use a scenario for my explanation to make you understand properly. You are a team leader or you are a leader of a team or of a group of people. You don't just wake up one morning and make decisions. Okay, how do I best? Okay, let me give you a life scenario. Now, we had a team. And in the Christmas, I think it was in the Christmas season, you all know that we'll be giving chocolates. Sometimes we'll be giving incentives at our place of work. We'll be giving cash. It could be cash incentives. So they gave us a cash incentive for the Christmas celebration for all the job we've been doing from January till December. They gave us. So the team leader at the time, she was, I think, quite elderly. She was supposed to tell the team, this is what we got. How do you want us to use it? You understand? Because it was a cash incentive. How do you want us to use it? She didn't say anything. She came up and said, you know what? I want all of us to go out and have breakfast. So I was a bit quiet. I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, no, this is not true leadership. You can't just tell everybody, I want all of us to come out and go have breakfast on so date. What if I have an appointment? What if I have a doctor's appointment? What if I have a sport appointment? That's you being rigid and you being an authoritative leader. We used to have authoritative leaders then. Authoritarian, that's what we call them. It doesn't work now in this generation. It used to work before, not anymore. And from Whisper, I heard a lot of people saying, no, I'm not going, no, I'm not going, no, I'm not going. And guess what? They had that breakfast and a team of like 50 people, I think it should be only 20 that went. So I was thinking, Blessing, by the way, my name is Blessing Imafidon. I said, Blessing, if you were to be the team leader, how would you deal with this situation? Okay, I would come and say, hi, team, we got an incentive from our boss. This is the amount. What do you want us to do? Mind you, there's not going to be time for everybody to communicate their feelings on what to do or their perception or their idea on how to use that cash incentive. But you could do that in a group. It could be social media group or a piece of paper and put a basket by the side. When you communicate your thought or your idea or whatever you want us to do, just throw it in the basket. You pick it up and you start reading. Majority of the idea should carry, of the vote or idea, whatever, should carry, it should be what you should do as a leader. And when that came to me, I was like, that's so perfect. Yeah, that's very perfect. So imagine you as a leader doing that. At the end of the day, you're going to have a lot of people attending whatever decision or conclusion they finally come into. Not you standing up and saying, we are going to have breakfast, so restaurant, so time, so day. That's you being authoritative. That is mutual respect. It is you as a leader respecting the people in your team. And guess what? They're going to give it back to you. The same thing should be carried into our relationship, mutual respect. Don't think your perception is the best. Don't think your idea is the best. There is a place for leadership. We do understand that. But always put people into consideration and respect people. Give people that mutual respect and mutual honor. The third thing to have a peaceful relationship is mutual honor. Appreciate each other. Mutual honor. Don't think you are the best. Yes, you could be gifted. Yes, you could be talented. That's totally fine. When you honor people, you get the same. When you do not honor people and you want everybody honoring you, it doesn't work. It used to work before. It doesn't work now. It doesn't work now. Appreciate each other. Mutual respect for each other. Appreciating each other. Complimenting each other. Okay. Again, another life scenario. We have a teamwork. Yes, a teamwork. And they've given me a deadline as a supervisor. They've given you a deadline as a supervisor. I come, I help you achieve yours. Hey, everybody applauds you. Ah, she's so good with time management. Perfect. I did take my team as well as myself to help you achieve yours. I expect you to take your team to help me achieve mine. That is appreciating each other and complementing each other. By so doing, we will be there. We will be there because we appreciate each other. Not me helping you achieve your whatever was given to you. And when it comes to my time, you be like, oh no, she's below me. It doesn't work like that. If it's a one-time thing, then I would understand and say, yeah, it's a one-time thing. But when it becomes a pattern, a regular character, then I feel I am not being respected. I feel I am not being appreciated. I feel I'm not being honored. Every single person you give honor deserve back the honor you give to them. It may not be the same level of honor, but they really do deserve honor. Make each other feel valued. Make each other feel valued. Don't make somebody feel like, no, I'm not of value. Make each other feel valued. If I make you feel valued, you make me feel valued. We just have this peace. That's why you see some relationship that have lasted for 20, 30 years. If you go deep down, you will see that one of the things is appreciating each other. You don't want to be the team player every single time. The boss, you don't want to be that every single time. You want to be part of the team and allow another person be the boss. Even if officially, now we're going to talk about leadership. I'm coming to that topic. We're going to talk about leadership as time goes on. Make each other feel valued and focus on each other's good side. So I worked somewhere some years ago and we were doing our end of year, I would call it end of year appraisal because we did that quite often. And our boss came and gave us some papers. He said, write what you think about any of your colleague. He said, please give me the good side. Don't tell me about their negative side. Give me the good side. So when you want to maintain peace in your relationship, so you are able to give peace to the society, you need to focus on the good side of other people. Stop focusing on their bad side every time. Everyone has got a bad side. You think you are the best. Oh, I'm so holy. Oh, I'm so righteous. Oh, I'm so perfect. No, there is no perfect person. We are all working towards perfection. Somebody said to me one time, the person said, I don't know, I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted. I said, really? Do you truly think you're not addicted? The person said, yes. I said, no, you can't say that. You may be addicted and don't know. This person can be addicted to taking drugs, while this person is addicted to buying things all the time, why this person is addicted to social media, and why this person is addicted to watching movies and not doing their jobs, why this person is addicted to other things. You get what I mean? So don't come as if you're so perfect. as if you do not have a bad side, as if you are the ultimate. You do have what you're dealing with, and you do have a bad side. You are not perfect. So let us communicate. The first one, have mutual respect for ourselves. The second one, have mutual honor. The third one, and appreciate each other. The fourth one, appreciate each other. Don't just wait for people to appreciate you every time. And stay away from jealousy. Stay away from jealousy. It's only jealousy that would make you see your partner or see somebody who you are in a relationship with, whatever kind of relationship, and you feel intimidated. The only thing you want to do is to damage that person, tarnish the person's image. I've said this time and time again. When you communicate what you think about people, make sure you state it. This is what I think. Don't communicate it like you know it. If you communicate it, you could say, oh, this lady, or what will I use? This man is so full of himself. Don't say, oh, he's so full of himself. He's very full of himself, like you know him. No. If you have to communicate that, because I won't stop you from communicating what you think, well, you could say, I think he's so full of himself. Because when you just say he's so full of himself, that's you bearing false witness against people. You don't want to do that in 2026. And these are the things that have deprived us from a peaceful society and a peaceful environment and a peaceful group. So 2026, be up and doing and tell yourself, I am going to try and maintain peace. Okay, we're going to go to the fifth one. I think I'm going to stop here. Then we'll continue tomorrow by the grace of God. Be responsible and accountable. I hope you're taking note, but whatever be the case, we will just go over it slightly tomorrow before we continue. Be responsible and be accountable. If you don't want to live an irresponsible life, be responsible. Be responsible to your partner. Be responsible to your brothers and your sisters. Be responsible to your parents. Parents, be responsible to your children. Be responsible to your team leaders. Leaders, be responsible to your team workers, your colleagues. Bosses, be responsible. Don't expect responsibility from your workers if you as a boss is not responsible. When you talk about timeliness, be responsible. Be responsible with your time. Be responsible with your finances. You get your money, you use it anyhow you like, and you expect responsibility from the other person. No, you don't give what you can't take what you cannot give. If you give responsibility, then you can demand responsibility. Yes, if you give responsibility, you can demand responsibility. You are supposed to be somewhere 5 o'clock. You should be there 5 o'clock. I know there are times where things happen and you're not there. Somebody would be able to say, she's always there at 5 o'clock. You get what I mean? These things would produce peace in our relationship. Be accountable. I'm going to talk much about this now. Be accountable. A lot of people, a whole lot of people, they fear to be asked, what did you do with this? What did you do with that? Now let's use a common thing that you know, and I would be able to communicate this using finance. And we're going to use relationship, not mutual relationship, but marital relationship. You stay at home with your husband. You are a working class lady. He is a working class man. Both of you are working together. You get your money. You go out. You buy clothes. You buy shoes. You buy phones and everything. And when he tries to ask you, what did you do with your money? Then you start screaming. No, don't question me. Don't do that. Da, 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 da. Every responsible partner is not afraid to answer question. No. Every responsible partner is not afraid to be accountable. If you ask me for money, I said to my younger sister, I said, if you ask me for financial assistance, I said, I would give it to you. I said, but you will only qualify for more if you use it for what you ask for. Yes. And this is me. And if everybody behaved like that, we would have a peaceful place. Don't ask people for finance. Can you please give me finance? I need to pay my school fees. You don't pay the school fees. Or can you please help me with your phone? I just want to make a call to tell somebody I'm here. You have that phone, you're going to the person's messages. That's you digging deep into the person's personal, private life. Be accountable. Own up. Own up to your decision. When you make a wrong decision, instead of you to start looking for a way of escape, come outside and say, I messed up. I screwed. I totally messed up. Can you please forgive me? I've done this a couple of times. As you know, I am a singer by the grace of God. I am in the choir. Sometimes we spend time rehearsing. When I mess up, if I mess up, I just say, oh, I mess up. I know. And the leader is like, oh yeah, it happens. Not you saying the backup was the problem, that was the problem, instrumentalist was the problem. Yes, there could be a problem, but when you know you messed up, own up to it. This is going to bring peace. Instead of you saying, no, I didn't do the wrong thing. I didn't do the wrong thing. As a man in your family, you get your money, you need to take care of your family. You don't have the money because you've squandered it outside. You went to cafe and you did all what you like with the money. You come back home, you are like, nobody should ask me any question. I am the man of the house. No. You can have a peaceful relationship like that. When your wife or your husband demand an answer for you, sit them down and give them that answer. That's you being responsible, and that's you being accountable. Be responsible and accountable. While growing up, I used to listen to a song, but a line in that song says, you should save your life for those who love you because they need you in their lives. So when we talk about responsibility, don't go to places where you know it's going to hurt you. You know when you are being hurt, you're going to hurt your loved ones. Don't go to places like that. Be responsible and be accountable. You should be accountable to your loved ones. That's why you should not go to where you will get hurt. Don't feel like it's my life. I'm an adult. A lot of children, or would I say, yeah, when they get to 18 years here, they always use that word. I'm an adult. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Of course, we won't tell you what to do. We expect you to know the right thing to do. But at the same time, if I don't tell you what to do, or I don't suggest to you what to do, you will do whatever you like. And when you hurt yourself, you hurt me. And you want me to be happy? You want to have a peaceful home, a peaceful relationship? No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So, in a nutshell, think before you act. Sit down and tell yourself, would it be proper if the reverse is the case? Ask yourself that all the time. Before you act, always ask yourself that. Would it be proper if the reverse is the case? When you ask yourself these questions, that's when you know how to be responsible and being accountable. These are ways to maintain peace in our relationship. Don't always be the talker. Be an active listener. Communicate your feeling and allow people communicate that. Focus on the good side of people. Have mutual respect and mutual honor for people. Do not think yours is superior over another. We all know the right thing to do, just that sometimes we don't know how to do the right thing. Don't think you are the perfect one. Whatever you think about people should be communicated properly, not communicated to destroy their image or to destroy their name. When you want to communicate an argument you have with whoever you are in a relationship with, communicate the truth. Don't go about communicating it in a false way. We need what the world need right now is peace. That's what the world need right now. Peace is what the world need right now. Give peace. And you can't give peace if you do not have peace. Let me quickly talk about the sixth one, prioritize forgiveness. Because I have 14 here. Prioritize forgiveness. I was listening to a preacher, he talked about forgiveness. He said, forgiveness is not forgetting what the person has done. Forgiveness is just choosing and deciding to let things go. And you can't master the act of forgiveness if you don't know how to forbear. In a relationship, you can have those who really talk and talk and talk all the time they want to talk. When you take that as, okay, that's part of their weaknesses, they like to talk. You're not offended when they are talking every single time. You're not offended. And you won't, even if you're just offended for a couple of minutes, before you know it, you are like, okay, it's one of those things. Practice forgiveness. Prioritize forgiveness. I know somebody will be like, what if it's your husband or your wife and he cheats on you? We're going to talk about that some other time. I have an answer to that. We're going to talk about that some other time. But try to forgive. Don't let the sun come down on your anger. Proverbs chapter I think 15 verse 1. It says, soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Try to speak softly. Don't scream. Try to be soft. Try to speak softly. Try to answer people softly, calmly. It is better to shut your mouth when you know you're like raging on your inside. It is better to shut your mouth than to speak because words are just like arrows. When they go out, you can't take them back in. They're just like spilled milk, broken eggs, shattered eggs. That's how your words are. So, everyone, in 2026, we want to give peace. And you can't give peace if you do not have peace. You can't give peace if you do not have peace in your relationship. If you do not have inner peace, the world is not going to be a peaceful place. We're going to continue from here tomorrow. I'm going to let you guys go. And I just want to say I love you. I don't know what time would come in tomorrow, but definitely would come in tomorrow by the grace of God. I hope I have a bit of time to spare. We'll try and come in tomorrow. I like the fact that people are joining, and I like the fact that people are listening. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. If you have a question or you want me to talk about anything, send me a message. And if you have another part or another point to what I've said, you can also drop me a question. If you think you have something else to say or something to add to what I've said, you can also feel free. Just let me know. I don't want to be the only person communicating. I want it to be a two-way communication. You're learning from me and I'm learning from you. So have a peaceful night rest. And I want to say I love you guys. Bye.